Hi, my name is Maureen Haskell, and I'm here to share the story of Lanelle and all of her Earth Hero friends. And the first story that I am going to be telling you about is about Lanelle. And Lanelle lives in the desert, and her friends work to protect the desert and the earth. So her motto is be groovy, be green. And then she has a boyfriend, and his name is Floyd. And Floyd is very cool, and he is crazy about Lanelle. And she also has Charles, a pygmy owl, that lives in her back. And he burrows in there during the day, and then he comes out at night when it's cooling off. And his job is to fly around the desert land and make sure no one is doing anything to hurt it. Each night, as the sun goes down, Charles comes out at twilight to go check out all across the desert what is going on. And so there's this one night he is flying around, and all of a sudden he sees just at twilight two people dumping trash behind one of the trees. So as soon as he sees this, he knows what he has to do next, and he flies to Lanelle and Floyd, and he says, "Lanelle, Floyd, you need to come quick." And so they do, they follow him out, and as soon as they get to these two people, now imagine, this is a man and a woman, and they see this pygmy owl and two cactuses walking up to them. Now, their mind goes blank, except for, oh my gosh, am I seeing what I really think I'm seeing? So then what happens is Charles flies up to them, and he's right in their face. He's like, "What do you think you're doing with that trash?" And they're both just standing there, and they're like, "Well, we were told that this is where we could, dump our trash and that nobody would see us." "Well," Charles says, "you are going to hurt everyone by doing this." And that's when Lanelle steps in, and she says, "Hi, my name's Lanelle. What's yours?" And they're, Tim is the man's name, and Fanny says, and so Tim and Fanny start to listen to Lanelle as she is saying to them, "Look, when you dump this trash here, do you know that it's here for hundreds of years? And the animals who come along to eat it could get hurt or die. This is not where you want to put your trash." And then Floyd starts talking to them about how a whole bunch of this could be recycled in different ways that they could dispose of their trash. Well, so then they're looking at each other, and they're like, "How the heck do we get out of this?" Right? And then they said, "Well, we don't really care what you guys think. I mean, thanks, but we're going to take off." And so all three of them, Lanelle and Floyd and Charles, get right in front of him and say, "You're not going anywhere." And just then the clouds roll in, these dark clouds, and lightning strikes in the background. And they can all of a sudden feel all the eyes of the insects and the cacti and the animals looking upon them. And that's when they said, "Okay, we'll clean it up," because they knew their time was up. So they hear this huge cheer come up from the crowd that is staring at them. And so they start to clean it up. And then as they were cleaning it up and listening more to what Lanelle and Floyd had to say, they knew that they weren't going to do this again, and they were going to go back and tell others. And they shared that with Floyd and Lanelle and Charles, and they thanked them, and they went back home. And once they were able to really make a change. That is what has helped turn things around with everyone that they knew, making a change on how they handled their trash. Now, this is just the first story of Lanelle and Floyd and Charles that you will hear. There are many more Earth Hero friends that they're working with. And so Lanelle's motto is, be green, be groovy. So remember, have a groovy and green day. Thanks.